How does your car engine work? Imagine you are driving down the road to the nearest GameStop to finally get your physical copy of the newly released GTA 6. But then suddenly, you see smoke coming up from under your hood. You stop the car, you get out, and you look at the car. What has happened? You have no clue. You pop up the hood and start to inspect the mystical parts. You see reservoirs containing mysterious fluids, but the smoke itself is coming from a big piece of metal. And you start to imagine, like, how does this thing even work? Like, how does this thing produce power? And what's inside of it? So let me explain this to you in a simple way, using the power of Microsoft Paint. We need air, because even engines need to breathe air to work. Then we need fuel, because engines also need some snacks from time to time. A spark, to ignite the air and fuel so we cause an explosion. Compression, so we can create an even bigger explosion. A piston, this is the part that causes the compression. A valve, this is a part which works kinda like a door. It tells when the air and fuel can enter and when the exhaust fumes can exit. Timing belt, this is the part which synchronizes everything to work perfectly in the correct timing. That's why it's called the timing belt. Exhaust fumes, this is the product created after the explosion and now we need to get rid of it so we can take in more air and fuel. Last but not least, the injector. This piece squirts fuel into the cylinder. So a basic engine has 4 strokes. 4 strokes means 4 steps for the motion to complete the cycle and repeat. Once you turn that key in the ignition over, the engine will turn and begin this process. 1. The piston moves down and the intake valve opens and then it sucks in air and allows the injector to squirt some fuel inside of the cylinder. 2. Once the piston has reached the bottom, it will close the intake valve and come upwards to the top. This creates a lot of pressure and mixes the air and fuel tightly together. 3. Once the piston reaches the top, the spark plug ignites the air and fuel mixture so it explodes. This causes the piston to go downwards. 4. Once the piston is down, it will come back up again and the exhaust valves will open so that the exhaust can escape the cylinder and allow the new batch of air and fuel to enter. All of this happens very fast. If you check your dashboard when driving and look at the RPM meter, if it says 2000, this process happens 2000 times per minute. So, what does the timing belt do? The timing belt synchronizes the piston and the valves to work together at the correct timing. The timing is very crucial, and when performing timing belt changes, you have to be very careful to set the timing correctly. If the timing is off or the timing belt breaks, the piston will come up and hit the valves. This causes the valves to bend, which results in engine failure. So, now you just need to fix your engine so you can drive and get your physical copy of GTA 6. Until next time!